Why are two-step equation word problems so hard? Have you ever stared at a word problem and felt completely lost? You are not alone. Two-step equation word problems can be tricky for many learners. Let's break down why they can be so challenging and how to tackle them effectively. First, these problems requiring you to use multiple skills at once. You need to read the problem carefully to understand what is being asked. This means identifying the unknown quantity, which is often represented by a variable. Unlike simpler one-step problems, two-step problems involve two different operations. For example, you might need to add and then multiply to find the solution. One of the biggest hurdles is translating the words into a mathematical equation. You have to recognize keywords that indicate specific operations. Words like less than signal subtraction, while times indicates multiplication. This can be confusing, especially since the language used in word problems can be tricky. Sometimes, the way quantities are combined or compared is not immediately obvious. Another challenge is managing the two-step process itself. To solve the equation, you need to perform inverse operations in the correct order to isolate the variable. For instance, if the equation involves multiplying a number and then subtracting a value, you must first add and then divide. This reversal of operations requires a solid grasp of how these operations work together. Additionally, two-step word problems often include more numbers and requiring reasoning beyond simple calculations. You cannot just guess or use a single-step method. Instead, you need to plan your approach. This might mean breaking the problem into smaller parts and checking your work to ensure the solution makes sense. To help learners grasp these concepts, it is important to encourage careful reading. Restating the problem in your own words can help clarify what is being asked. Identifying the unknown and underlining key information can guide you in writing the corresponding equation step by step. Using visual aids, like drawings or diagrams, can also clarify the relationships between quantities. Mastering two-step equations is essential because these problems model real-world situations. They can relate to budgeting money, measuring ingredients, or calculating distances. Building confidence with two-step word problems lays a strong foundation for more advanced algebraic thinking and problem-solving. In essence, two-step equation word problems are challenging because they combine language comprehension, translation into math, and multi-step problem-solving. With practice focused on understanding and organizing information, learners can develop the skills needed to tackle these problems successfully.